So Zelda Breath of the Wild has been getting some really good reviews from critics. It has like perfect 10s, perfect 5s, like all across the board. It's pretty much the highest rated game of all time right now, according to game rankings. But with that praise, there's also a lot of criticism and a lot of people that just want to see it fail. So right now on Metacritic, there's a lot of people just giving it zeros on the user score, like making its average go down. So I thought it would be fun to read some of these 0 rating reviews for Breath of the Wild, and some of these are kind of like silly, and some of them are kind of funny, so let's take a look at these. What a pathetic game. Weapon menu is so pathetic and outdated. The world is super empty, and there is literally nothing to do. The story is also a big meh, and the characters are recycled old Zelda characters. Okay? Does not have BRs. What the hell are BRs? Graphics are outdated. I find it easier than others. You find it easy? Really? This game easy? Game has constant losses of FPS. That's actually a complaint that I can get behind, though it hasn't happened as much as people say it does. It happens mainly in the beginning area in the Great Plateau. Out through the world, it doesn't really happen as often. But the story is very good is the only thing that saves in this game. I was looking forward to this game, but oh my god, I can't play this anymore. It's so boring. Only 4 same dungeons. Nintendo, please stop making 1.5 games for U''R consoles, and stop paying for positive reviews. It's so sad. Sad. Very disappointed and returning game after 8 hours of play. Maybe young children will like it, but I could just not keep playing the oversimplified quests and puzzles as the game holds your hand throughout, knows the decisions or strategy involved. Have you even played the game? It doesn't hold your hand at all. Like, they don't tell you anything in the beginning. If you don't talk to the old man, you're on your own. And the only thing that he does is point you in a direction. This review contains spoilers. Click to expand view. Okay. There's nothing here. Generic, boring game. Walk into an area, a bunch of low-definition stuff happens. What does that even mean? Then you follow some marker by running for 10 minutes, spend 5 minutes killing a boring enemy, and repeat. Okay? Like, have these people even played the game? Disappointing. I really expected more from this game. I prefer other games in the franchise, besides that visually makes me weird. Besides that visually makes me weird? What? I really hope my opinion will change over time. I hope so too, if you actually are playing it. One of the most boring games I ever played. I don't know how much did Nintendo paid to the media for all those 10s, but in my opinion, this game may have succeeded 10 years ago. It's like 3 generations ago game. The open world is everything the same, boring, and without anything is special. Without anything is special. Zelda, you're not as special. One thing we've all learned today, no matter how respectable a gaming website / magazine claims to be, they all swoon and crumble over that unmerited nostalgia-blighted might of Nintendo. Zelda is a by-the-numbers RPG. Nothing new, nothing special. Its quests are simple and dull. The story is average 90s kiddie Nintendo rubbish. Combat feels really old. This is not modern, not new. It's for people trapped in the 90s / 2000s time warp. This is 2017 FFS. That's for sake, for those of you who don't know. I've been gaming since the microcomputers of the 80s, and I can tell you that this is definitely money for old rope. Now, did Nintendo buy good reviews? Probably not, but there are other ways to ensure great reviews than buying them, like Bethesda holding back future review copies to some websites. Be nice or you'll miss out. Something's definitely amiss with all these masterpiece reviews. This game isn't a masterpiece, it's just an open world RPG. Yes, yet another. But this opens the question, is Zelda an RPG or is Zelda just an action-adventure? You don't really level up, you upgrade your hearts and get better armor and stuff, but that's about it. Alright, this one is actually one of my favorites. It's by some guy named Chucklefudge. Just the name is great. Blows my mind that such an empty, barren open world is being praised by the masses despite there being nothing to do. Having 4 parentheses the number 4 dungeons, which are just copy-pasted, worst dungeons in any Zelda ever. Literally no story at all. Even Super Mario Bros. On the NES has more story. Music is severely lacking, and when it does decide to play, it's so out of place, bongo trash. Bongo? When do they use bongos in the music? Combat is worthless and everything breaks, giving you worse weapons every time, making you just run away so you have no reason to battle. Worthless. You realize you can find better weapons everywhere, right? Graphics are N64 tier. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Once again, the masses fillet Zelda just because it's Zelda, and they give it the score they want it to have, not the score that it actually deserves. I mean, some people might be doing that, but I don't know, I've been playing it, I'm not even, like, halfway done with the game yet, and I'm already still, like, really, really loving it. And here's this last one here, and it confuses me so much because they give it a 0, yet this is what they say. Best Zelda game I've played by far, and I have played a good few of them since the N64 and all the handhelds versions. Largest Zelda gaming area easily and can be so awed by it, but fast travel and ease of getting horses helped. Haven't yet found a dungeon, but the numerous shrines, each with an individual portal-like puzzle, make a good replacement for theme dungeons, but as I see it's still there, but apparently are kept for the most important areas. Easily the best Zelda game in a long while. So yeah, apparently this guy really liked it, but gave it a 0. I don't know why. So those are some of the 0 or 1 scored user reviews on Breath of the Wild on Metacritic. User scores are really hard to go by. I would just say play the game for yourself and see what you think, or read a review or watch a review from somebody you trust. Because with user scores, sometimes that rating will go completely against the grain of what critics are saying. Whether critics are calling it a masterpiece or trash, user scores will go the complete opposite. That's not always the case, but right now, Zelda seems to be getting a lot of haters because people don't like that it's the highest rated game of all time right now. Which I never really understood. Don't you want to have more good games? But anyway, that's just a fun little thing I wanted to do. So tell me what you thought of those reviews down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to save.